friends! Just got to Texas, and honestly I've never stayed in a hotel this fancy. I feel really poor saying that, but facts. Okay, so let's start over here where the door is. There's no mini fridge or microwave, which is a little annoying, but I guess rich people don't bring back their leftovers. Why am I in Austin specifically? Well, my brother is a librarian and there's an archivist conference going on this weekend, so I just decided to tag along. And you might be wondering, what the heck is an archiving conference? I know there's a lot of new developments going on with all these audio and visual things and keeping archives of important stuff. Also, I think he mentioned that there would be talks on diversity in archiving because there's not a lot of minorities. If you have any interest whatsoever, the world is your oyster, my friends. So go ahead and grab it. I am gonna go
wait to cross Lamar F. Street.
I went to a few around town and I got some pretty nice things. This Topshop dress, it still has the labels on it. It was only $9.99. And then this right here, I just think it's so cute. This is also brand new with the tag still on it. $9.99. I feel like it's just a little bit of a fancier hoop. These were, I think, $10 each. This is actually the most expensive thing I've bought. This is also brand new. It has this trim. That was $30. He said it was $5 a sticker, and I gave him a 10 and asked for 5 back. He kept on insisting that I take more stickers. So I did take one more, but I think it was because he thought I gave him a 20. And so I feel bad, but yeah. Back in Davis, and I'm really happy because Texas was humid. And it's been a while since I've had to handle that kind of humidity, so honestly I was dying. And I feel like that kind of put a damper on me being a tourist. But also I feel like that's probably just an excuse because I'm a really bad tourist. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying. How do I feel about Texas? It was pretty cool. I appreciate that it was only $250 for a day pass. And one thing I found strange was coming out of the airport, there was a bus stop in the middle of the freeway. So the bus just pulled over on the side and then picked somebody up and had to get back onto the freeway where all the cars were going like 55. That was stressful. My favorite part was probably the bats. It was such a marvel to see, like, what, 2.5 million bats just wake up and go be free.
No, you can't have a pet bat, honey. But you can make a bat house and hang it on the back side of the garage.
I didn't go kayaking, even though I wanted to, because I was a little scared. But I think the view from the bridge and on the side was pretty good. I also feel really lame saying this, but my favorite place to visit was the library. There were stations on every floor with a checkout for MacBooks, Chromebooks, and iPads. And then all their furniture was super fancy and expensive. And by expensive, I mean at least a few hundred to a few thousand for all the furniture, the couches, the lamps. For the seed collection, there was a bunch of drawers with
packets of seeds where you could take a few home and plant them, and then when those plants grew and they developed seeds, you just take them back and put them back in so somebody else can use them. And honestly, I thought that was the cutest thing.
The only thing I was a little bummed about not doing was going to explore nightlife, but also I didn't really want to do that by myself because, you know, it gets a little crazy. One night after my brother and I came back from dinner, this guy in a wheelchair, he was talking to somebody, but then they walked away, and so I just smiled at the guy in the wheelchair because that's what I do when I make eye contact with strangers. So he rolled over to me and was like, "Hey, have you ever heard of the 6th Street Monster?" And I was like, "No." Ah! I got so scared. As I was walking away, I heard him do it again. The next night, we walked to the Capitol building and came back, and I could hear him scaring people still. I think that about wraps it up for Austin. My next trip, I'm taking my parents to Hawaii, and I'm super excited because I've never been able to pay for something like this for them, and also we've never been to Hawaii. We're heading to Kauai, which is the garden aisle, and I love plants, and my parents love plants, obviously. They named me Rose. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'll try to be better at vlogging, picture taking. We'll see. Until then, I will catch you on the flip side.